This is a hot milk cake, but it's not what you're expecting because I'm going to show you some super unique touches to add to this cake that will completely transform the flavor. This pillowy, soft and springy hot milk cake is unlike anything you've ever made before. So let's begin. You'll first preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Here in a bowl, I'll take 3 room temperature eggs and I'll add some vanilla to it. And then I'll also add some caster sugar. And now using my electric beaters on a medium-high speed, I will whisk this for about 8 minutes. What we are looking for is for the eggs to increase tremendously in volume. You can see what it looks like right now, and towards the 8-minute mark it would have literally tripled or quadrupled in its volume, and it will go incredibly pale, light and fluffy. This hot milk cake is one of the easiest cakes that you will make. The process is very straightforward and only takes a few minutes to prepare. So this is towards the 8 minutes and you can see just how voluminous this has gone. And that is perfect. Now into this, I am going to sift in my all-purpose flour or plain flour, and I'll also add in some baking powder and some salt. The volume created from whipping the eggs and sugar creates the tenderness and the moistness, adds the springy fluffiness to our hot milk cake, and the baking powder helps add the rise to the cake that we need. Once you've sifted it in, you will gently fold the dry ingredients into the egg mix. You will gently fold this in, and once the dry ingredients are partially hydrated, you will then use your electric beaters on the lowest speed setting and mix this for just about 10 to 15 seconds until it forms a smooth batter. That is looking good. It's a beautiful thick batter. I will also just take my spatula and scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl just to get any dry bits of flour in there. And now I'll keep this aside while we work on the hot milk aspect of our cake. If you've been following my recipes for a while, you'll know that if any recipe calls for melted butter, I love going a step further and making brown butter. Brown butter has a natural nuttiness and butterscotch notes that really amplify the flavor of your baked goods. So instead of first heating up the milk and then adding the butter, I'll first brown some butter. Now I have used 125 grams of salted butter, and I'm going to cook it on a very low heat until it starts to melt and then foam up like this, and the milk solids will caramelize, giving you this beautiful aromatic brown butter. You can see the caramelized bits rising to the top and it starts to smell very fragrant and aromatic, and that's when you know your brown butter is done. Now once you see that, you will turn off the heat immediately because you do not want it to go from brown to burnt. It does so in the blink of an eye. So as soon as you see these brown caramelly bits, just turn off the heat. This is important. Turn off the heat, and then you will add in my secret ingredient, which is some cream cheese. Once you add the cream cheese, you will start to notice that the brown butter starts to foam up a little bit because the brown butter is really hot and the cream cheese is at room temperature, so that is likely to happen, but do not be alarmed. Just use your spatula and squish the cream cheese so that it kind of breaks down in the hot brown butter, and at this point the heat is off, so you do want to be mindful of that. Now it does look a bit lumpy, but do not be alarmed. It's all going to come together beautifully towards the end. You'll see that. Take a whisk and just whisk both the brown butter and the cream cheese together, and once it's no longer lumpy like this, you will add the milk, which is at room temperature as well, and I've used full fat milk. Once you've added the milk, you'll quickly give it a good whisk and turn the heat back on and keep it on low. You do not want to cook this on a high or medium heat. It should be low heat, and you will then swap the whisk for a spatula because as you can see now, it has come together beautifully. There are no longer any lumps of the cream cheese. You will keep stirring the pan with your spatula to ensure nothing catches at the bottom, and you'll just heat this gently until it starts to get hot, but you do not want it to come to a boil. You'll start to see steam come out of the pan, and that's when you'll take it off the heat and pour this hot brown butter cream cheese milk mix into the cake batter, and then using your spatula, you'll just gently fold this until it is almost combined, and then you will switch the spatula with your electric beaters and on the lowest speed setting, you will mix this for just about 15 to 20 seconds until a nice smooth velvety batter forms. Going a step further with your butter and browning the butter and then adding the cream cheese, which is my secret ingredient here, completely transforms the texture and the flavor of your hot milk cake, making it more tender and flavorful, having mild nutty butterscotch like undertones in every single bite. I have a 9 by 5 inch loaf tin that I've greased really well and lined one side with parchment paper, having plenty of overhang to help us release the cake later on. You will pour the cake batter into this tin and then tap it gently against the work surface to release any air pockets, and then this will bake in the oven at 160 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 to 55 minutes. A skewer, knife, or a toothpick inserted in the center should come out clean. Once it's ready, you let it sit in its tin for about 20 minutes, and then you'll just run a thin knife or an offset spatula along the edges and release the cake from its tin. Place it on a wire rack to cool down completely, and once it has cooled down completely, you can either add a beautiful icing sugar glaze, a lemon glaze, or just dust it simply with some icing sugar. And this amazing, super flavorful, tender, moist, and springy hot milk cake is ready. Cut them into slices and enjoy with a piping hot cup of coffee. I just have this feeling that once you make this hot milk cake, it will pretty much become a staple in your household as it has become in mine, and you will be making this very, very often just because of how easy it is to prepare and also so incredibly flavorful at the same time. You wouldn't expect a simple cake like this hot milk cake to be so packed with flavor. And if you like this one, you should definitely check out my cream cheese pound cake video that you see on the screen that literally tastes like pillowy soft vanilla cotton melting away on your tongue. Enjoy and happy baking!